Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakmadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth to rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akmin Akbat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, The World is Upside Down. All right. And this is this is something that just, came to me through the Spirit, before I even really, got on with getting the day on. I know I was in bed and, thinking about, things for lessons, and, the world is upside down came to me really, about, and the scripture, the first one, Isaiah 5:20, right? About, it's basically, Isaiah 5:20 entails and shows you this place is upside down. This world is upside down, man. All right. Everything that's good is called bad, and everything that's bad is called good. All right. As you can see up at the top, I got a couple things that are commonly, considered good things that are horrendous, man. They're wicked. They're abominations. They're vile. We have abortion, homosexuality, feminism, and drug use. And there's more. And those are the only ones that could come to my mind right off the bat. Right. And we're in a society where all these things would be called good. Okay. But all those things are very bad. Okay. Those things would be considered, having freedom over your body. All right. And being liberated. All right. And all these different things, all these words that they want to use. All right. But really that's, the ultimate form of oppression, right? Is being, trained to think that all these really horrendous things are good. And that's what has happened. All right. You've been trained by the world. All right. But mostly by Esau, Edom. All right. That all these things are good. Okay. They say that, abortion's a good thing. No, it's not. Under what tense is taking a living being out of your body and stripping it out and causing it to die and causing extreme stress on your body a good thing? Nothing good can come of that. All right. Another thing that nothing good can come from is being a mo. All right. You can't bring forth children. All right. It's a purely sexually profane and what's the other word I'm looking for? Perverse relationship. All right. And they've already proved that it causes bowel issues. All right. A lot of those guys, by the time they're 50, they can't restrain their bowels anymore. All right. They're shitting themselves. All right. They're causing prolapse. All right. That's not a good thing. All right. That's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's not the anus is not a sexual organ. All right. And men with women shouldn't even be doing it. All right. That's just as wicked as well. Well, I mean, I won't say it's just as wicked, but it's an act of wickedness as well. All right. Feminism, all right, has taught these women that everything that was good for them is now bad for them and has led them into a life of sexual promiscuity and vile, just disgustingness, right? Doing things like OnlyFans and turning themselves into whoremongers, right? Drug use, saying that, all these, it's fine, experiment. This world is upside down. You've been trained and taught that these things are all great things and all good things, all right, and to explore your body and to explore your all these different things, all right. But the one thing you never explore is being righteous. You never explore righteousness. You never explore doing right, all right, because this whole world is upside down. And hey man, right off the bat, before we even get into Isaiah 5:20, which was going to be the first scripture, we wrestle against that should be enough to get to us. It's right here. This is why us and this truth, man, it's so important that we're praying, all right, we're staying prayed up, all right, and we have, spiritually that armor of the Most High on us. This is Ephesians 6:10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. All right, we're not wrestling against man, right? Flesh and blood. All right, what are we wrestling against? It says, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, so we're wrestling against principalities. Now, principles. All right, what are principles mean? All right, principles are the basic, fundamentals of a society. Their thought patterns, their belief. All right, I'm messing it all up, but it'll correct it. Principles, all right, a fundamental truth, all right, or proposition. Is not a truth, but a proposition instead that serves as the foundation for a system or belief or behavior or for the chain of reasoning, all right? And this is the chain of reasoning and the foundation of the system of the beast, all right? The beast system, all right? That draconian law set and rule set that Esau Edom has been fucking infatuated with and obsessed with getting into order, all right? So ultimately that new world order can roll out. It says, truth, but that's not the case. Proposition, concept, and ideas. All right, these are proposition, concepts, and ideas. What is a concept? A concept is a abstract idea. What is an idea? An idea is a thought or suggestion as to a possible course of action, okay, or opinion. All right, these guys have the opinion that they're going to be in a better situation once this beast system rolls out. All right, and you have all these nations, all right, these Edomite nations that together, through NATO and EU, all right, form the beast. All right, and the ideologies of the beast are what? Homosexuality, Satanism, and we can go and get it if we go over here and get, these are the philosophies of the beast. All right, you see the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns is NATO, right? Of course, you have right on the top, you have America, the Great Whore. You have Germania Major, the Romans, the French, the Spanish, Germania Minor, and the British and the Greeks. All right, of course, then you have all of the EU. Right, we have the EU and then NATO, and new groups have been added to NATO. As of recently, I think it's Sweden was added on. I think Finland might have joined up, maybe a couple other ones, right? So, and over here, what is the philosophy of this beast? So this makes up the beast system. So all these guys, they want to formulate the beast system, all right, regardless if they're America or not. Now, America is the hardest, pushing it the hardest, all right? So, but all these nations are working together. That's why they have the World Economic Forum. They have all these things. They get together and they talk about these things, right? The Secret Council of the Wicked. They get together and talk about these things, and to ultimately push their philosophies. What are their philosophies? Democracy, religion, idolatry, homosexuality, lies, adultery, covetousness, and murder. All right, that's what they're all about. Okay, and deception. All right, deception is another big thing, right? Well, lies. Lies falls for deception. So that's all. That's their whole thing, man. All right, and they flaunt it wherever they go, and you can see over here, you see the 666. This is a typical barcode, all right, and if you look this up, you don't have to look it up from this. You could say, oh, this has been compromised, this has been made by GMS, this has been made by Hebrew Israelites, sure, whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, it hasn't, all right, and a matter of fact, if you go and look up, a barcode, look up barcode numbers, all right, you will see that these long, overshooting lines are 6s. All right, that is a reminiscent of a 6, okay? So that would be 6, 6, and then what? Lo and behold, another 6. All right, and that is, that's representative of this devil, man, the beast, okay? So, and that's why they love that number so much, all right? They love that number, all right? It's their favorite number. So these are the things we're wrestling with on a day-to-day basis, not against, we're not like, going through, Mike Tyson and Frazier and Ali, all right? We're not having to box people as we walk down the street. That's not who we're wrestling against, all right? We're not wrestling against flesh and blood, all right? Ali, all right, Frazier, all those people, they're flesh and blood, all right? They have flesh and they have blood. We're not wrestling against flesh and blood. Now, we may have in a situation, Lord willing, we don't, but some brothers have where they have had to, have a wrestle with flesh and blood real quick, throw out a few blows and be done with it. But on the average basis, that's not what we're wrestling with. We're wrestling against demons and these doctrines and these systems that are being pushed out, man. So again, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's what these demons, these devils, right, are pushing out, is the spiritual wickedness. They're pushing out ideologies, man. This abortion, homosexuality, feminism, drug use, right? The new thing now is microdosing mushrooms, all right? It comes from the earth, man. Doesn't matter if it's coming from the earth. What is it serving you spiritually? It's not. It's just getting you fucked up, okay? You can drink alcohol, that's allowed, but you can't go around, putting all sorts of substances and drugs. That's witchcraft, man. That's the use and administration of drugs, pharmakia. Look it up. Sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? Pharmacy, pharmakia, pharmacy, pharmakia. All right, why? Because it's the same thing. That's what it word. The word pharmacy goes back to the word pharmakia. The word pharmakia goes back to the use and administration of drugs, witchcraft. Look it up. Look it up. All right, not everyone's going to do the work for you. Look it up. All right, just look at pharmakia. There you go, pharmakia, and then type in Strong's after it. There you go. Or Pharmakia. Here it is. This is what you need to look up. Pharmakia Strongs right there. G5331. Go look it up. All right. Do it yourself. All right. Don't be, useless for once, man. Go and look things up. We've done it several times. Go and look it up. If you're interested, and if you're not, hey, then don't look it up then. It says, so continuing on, we live in a society where Esau is doing these things, and they're pushing these things, and they're pushing the spiritual wickedness in high places. And part of that's all through this media, all right, through the tell lies vision, right? The television, the tell lie vision, right? That's what they do, okay? And through your music, your media, right? Everything you read, right? It's all pushed in there, all right? And it's been, there's a name for it where, they basically desensitize you for it. They put it in media a little bit and 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 a little bit until finally, all right, it's become so normalized that you don't think about it anymore, all right? And they're starting to do that with the whole microchip word. They're starting to throw microchip. They're throwing that word around everywhere. Microchip. Microchip. And there's a good game. It's a good game called Cyberpunk. But how you upgrade yourself is by what? Cyber optics or cybernetics. All right, putting chips in yourself and upgrading your eyeballs to a cybernetic eye and all these different things, man. And that's all. And that's not Cyberpunk, it's a game, but that's not a new concept. They had that back with Johnny Mnemonic back in the day, which is like, I don't know if it was one of the basis for the whole Cyberpunk, but that's, part of the whole thing, man. Putting chips in yourself. And it's an idea that's been around for an order, for a while. You had the Mark of the New World Order, right? When was this book written? The book called The Mark of the New World Order says the cashless economic system of global electronic enslavement is ready now. The Mark of the New World Order by Terry L. Cook. When did this book come out? This book was published in 1996. Okay? The Mark of the New World Order. Let's go look at that cover again. Let's go to the cover. Whoa, what is that? That's an RFID chip, implantable biochip technology. This isn't something new. That was in 1996, man. All right, and it's been around before that. When did Johnny Mnemonic come out? Let's see. $1995. All right, so that was a year later after. I thought for some reason it was in. I thought for some reason it was in the late 80s. All right, and the funny thing is, who played Johnny Mnemonic? All right, Keanu Reeves. Let's go over here and look up Cyberpunk 2077 actor. You're gonna see right here, Keanu Reeves. All right, he plays himself, and Keanu Reeves is in it. So it's all based upon that. Was Johnny Mnemonic? No, was Johnny It doesn't say. Well, you know what? Here's another good thing for AI. When was the first occurrence of implantable microchip technology formulated for humans? The early 1990s. It says the first notable implementation occurred in 1998 when British scientist Kevin Warwick had a microchip implanted in his arm. The experiment was known as Project Cyborg, aiming to explore the interaction between computer systems and the human nervous system. Microchip, a simple radio frequency identification device, allowed Warwick to control doors, lights, heaters, and other computer-controlled devices based on his proximity to them. No, there were earlier examples. What's the earliest? Just the idea alone not necessarily. Implementation. Yeah, there you go. See, look at this. It says, the idea of implantable microchip technology for humans can be traced back to the mid-20th century. One of the earliest references to the concept is found in science fiction context. In 1945, a science fiction story titled The Flesh by J.D. Bernal discussed the idea of integrating electronics with the human body. All right, I'm going to copy this because we're going to have it summarize it. But it says, however, a more concrete formulation of the idea occurred in the 1960s. In 1967, the concept was discussed in the work of Marshall McLuhan and Quinel Fiore, particularly in their book, The Medium is the Massage, which speculated on merging humans and with the merging of humans and technology. These early conceptualizations led the groundwork for later practical implementations and further theoretical development of implantable microchip technology. Summarize. It says, you know, you can pause it if you want and just read it. And it's, you know, just basically cyborg shit, you know, and that's where it all really started, boys. Cyborgs, you know, and all that comic book type shit. But, you know, and again, this is the type of stuff that people think are cool, you know. Again, you know, going back into the, you know, the things that were the things that we're wrestling against, right? Principalities and spiritual weakness in high places. That's one of the things, and a lot of people are down for it. Okay, I know for a fact that lady that I call my aunt, she's not really my aunt, she's just a lady that happened to date my uncle for a while. All right, and they were married by common law marriage for a little bit. So by technical definition, technically yes, technically no. They're divorced now, so it doesn't work. But at one point, she was my aunt, and she is a Edomite, right? And she talks about, she's all into tech. She's a techie, right? She likes tech, and she talks about how she would love to get a chip implanted in her hand so she can jack in just like Johnny Mnemonic, right? That's a quote from her. You know, I always thought back when I watched Johnny Mnemonic, it'd be cool to jack in. If you don't know what jacking in, and it's not jacking off, it's jacking in, right? Jacking in is when you basically have a wire that goes from your wrist, all right, into the computer, and you can jack into the computer system and, you know, explore the web that way or somehow, right? And people are, oh yeah, it's fucking cool, man. So there's already people out there that think it's cool, and she's a Gen Xer, so, you know, she's in her 50s and she thinks it's cool. You know, these young kids, they're not going to know any better. Like, oh, a new piece of technology. Yeah, dude, Chuck just got it, man. You got to get it, dude. It's like the iPhone 14. You got to get it, dude. We're past 14. We're at the, 15 now, the 15 Pro Max. It's the iPhone. It's like, it's better than iPhone 20, dude. Not that we'll make that many iPhone generations. You got to get it, dude. Look, me and Brad just touched our chips together. Look, and I just sent him all over, you know, those texts from Monica last night, dude. No, that's how it's going to be. You know, and the influencers, I got my chip, look at my chip. You know, do the chip dance. All sorts of dumb shit. All right, Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And that's the type of things that are happening in the society, in this world that we're in now. These people are calling good things bad and bad things good. You know, teaching the word, bad. Abortion, good. You know? Getting married, bad. Being a whore and sleeping with as many men as you can, good. What kind of a backward society is that? Let's go and play that Upside Down song. Upside down, upside down. Royce 5'9". Here, hopefully we don't get copyrighted, but we're allowed to use this. All right, we're allowed to use this under the Fair Use Act. There's a video, specific one I want to show because it has the lyrics. Just listen. Here, ready?
Why the gay niggas trying to fuck the straight niggas that's trying to fuck the gay bitches that look just like the straight niggas? Why the straight niggas that the gay bitches trying to look just like the gay niggas? I must look just like the grave niggas. You think you the people's champ cause people playing your single, but I don't think that you should keep playing with me though.
Alright, and we can go get the lyric real quick. There you go. I'm not gonna read it, but I'll highlight it. Right? There you go. Just read that. And that shows you the backwards society. All right? There you go. And you know, you see it. So, and you can come down to lyrics like this. All right? So, what else? You know, and all these different lyrics. So, talking about, you know, everything being upside down, man. And I originally found this song from a brother way back, and I can't remember which brother, you know, did it, or elder. I don't think it was the apostle. It was the elder or brother that showed it, and I can't remember who it was, unfortunately, Salakia. But I remember it way back. This is like 4 years ago now, something like that, right? So Isaiah 5:20. Again, says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Again, you know, going back into these things, you know, they call all these things, they call, you know, doing, you know, atrocious acts good, but then they call what we're doing bad. All right, they say we're bad. All right, they say, oh, the Bible's bad. Let's ban the Bible. All these teachers, these street teachers, and these Bible teachers online are bad. They're bad. They're evil. Right, but but that's something that's good, but they're calling it evil. All right, and then they say, oh, you know, getting an abortion and homosexuality and, you know, beating your man and treating your man like shit and using drugs and going to clubs and partying up, those are good things. No, those are bad things. Those aren't good things. No woman should be going to the club, man. All right, no woman should be going to the club. It's especially if you're married, man. There's no reason for it. There's nothing good that comes from going to the club. And all that's in the club is that spirit of mirth bullshit, man. That's all it is. It's a spirit of mirth, right? You're going there, I'm so fucked up. That's all you hear. It's just, you just fucking dancing around. It's ridiculous. It's a bunch of drug use, a bunch of adultery that goes around, a bunch of homosexuality that goes around in those clubs, and your ass just needs to stay the fuck home or go somewhere else. Go to the movie theater. You know, go to it's fuck any other thing. Don't go to a fucking club. You know, jeez, clubs and bars are not really places for women to hang around, and you know, men shouldn't even be really going around there because it's all just a lot of spirits in those places, man. A lot of spirits in those places, a lot of demons. Someone always trying to, fuck you, man. Fuck you looking out, man. You got a fucking problem, man. You know, hey, yeah, I'm gonna have a fucking problem in 5 minutes if I deck you in the goddamn nose and have your shit smashed in, making you look like a pug, walking around. That's, you know, fuck, man. That's the, you know, not that I fight anybody. I'm just talking out my ass. But still, you know, it's these fucking, you know, dumbasses that reside there, alcoholics. Hey man, you got a fucking problem. You know, why would you? What are you going around there for? Those people have demons on them. Same thing with going in the strip club and going to all these. Fucking just leave these fuckers alone, man. Just leave them alone. Stay at home and drink. Hell, man, go to Chili's and drink. Go to Applebee's and drink. Anywhere, you'll be better going off there and drinking than a fucking bar, man, or a fucking club. You know, go to. Hell, dude, go to Chili's or go to Applebee's. All right, we're only at what, couple months from the football season now. Wait for football season, right? Go on there when your favorite team's playing. So get you a couple brewskis. Sit down at the fucking table, right? And order yourself some wings and sit there and watch the fucking game like a normal person and have yourself a couple beers, have yourself a little bit of food. Don't get too fucking loaded and take your ass home. And that's it. You don't need to go to a bar or where the whole point is just getting fucking loaded and smashed, man. It's not the point. All right, that's just stupid, man. It's just stupid. There's nothing wrong. It's all about time and place, man. Time and place, you know. So let's get Proverbs 17 and 15. Again, this world's upside down. All these people call everything good. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And even if you're not doing it yourself, if you're justifying people that are doing it, for example, abortion, well, I don't get an abortion, or homosexuality, well, I'm not a homosexual, you know, but oh, my daughter got an abortion, or oh, my son's a homosexual. Well, guess what? And if you're claiming that what they're doing isn't wrong, guess what? You're justifying the wicked. All right, you're justifying the wicked. And what does it say in Proverbs 17:15? It says, "He that justifieth the wicked," which you're doing if you do that, "and he that condemneth the just," all those Hebrew Israelites, they're so evil. You're a bunch of evil bastards. That's condemning the just. Okay. Then what? It says, "Even they both are an abomination to the Lord." So if you're justifying, well, I'm not gay, but my son is, and I don't think he's doing anything wrong. Love is love. Well, guess what? You're justifying the wicked. And just like your son is an abomination to the Lord, you're an abomination to the Lord, right? Well, you guys are wicked. Well, guess what? Now what? Now what are you doing? You're condemning people that are doing a just action of teaching the Lord, teaching the Lord's word. All right. So now you're condemning. Now you're condemning the prophets. So that's an abomination. The Lord doesn't like that. But I don't do it myself. Doesn't matter if you fucking do it yourself. All right. Your gay friend, you're affirming what they're doing. All right. You're affirming what they're doing. You can't be friends with no gays. You can't do that. That's not something you can be. You can. How can two walk together unless they be agreed? All right. No, I love my best friend that's got to be destroyed. What the hell are you talking about, man? What the hell are you talking about? There's this guy at my work that I used to be cool with. He ain't gay. Well, he thought he was for a little bit. And I said, "You ain't fucking gay, dude. Would you get with a man now?" He's like, "What? Back in my day, I did some gay thing. Well, would you do it again?" He's like, "Probably not." I'm like, "Then you're not gay." And he's like, "Oh," and then he never talked about it again. And he's like, "Yeah." And then he actually, I think he thanked me. Once he's like, "Thank you for fucking saying that," because he's got a girlfriend now. That's the guy I talked about. I hung out with him once. All right, he has my number and stuff, but thankfully he doesn't call it too much. But that guy's got to be destroyed, man. He's got to be destroyed. He's a liar and stuff. Like I said, I felt bad for him and stuff, but we weren't agreed. I could bullshit with him at work, but that's not someone I could see myself hanging out with all the time. Hell, even my wife were on the fence. We were like, man, we don't want to hang out with this guy, all the time, because we went once, all right, because he was in a way, and I was hungry. I was like, "You want to come with us to fucking Denny's?" Came with us to Denny's. But after that, I was like, man, I feel bad if I'm hanging around with this guy all the time, because it's fine to talk with him at work and stuff, but I never want to hang out with him like that outside of work. I'm pretty reserved. I like to hang out with me and my wife, and that's it, and just stay at home, go out, do the shopping, groceries, maybe do a little bit of fun stuff every once in a while. Stay home, play video games, watch TV. I'm more of a homebody, I don't like to go out and all that stuff. Well, because I fucking hate people. First of all, people fucking suck. I try to be not around them as much as I possibly can, because then I have to, pretend that I give a shit about them, and I don't. And it's just these people. How are you doing? I don't fucking care about you. Please leave and leave me be. Let me just shop. Let me get my groceries and let me take my fucking ass home. Please, just don't talk to me. Don't speak to me. I just want to get my shit and go. I don't know you. I don't care to know you. We're not going to be friends. It ain't like that. Just go away and let me do my business and go take my fucking ass home. That's it. All right? We hate people. These people in the world suck. We don't want to talk to them. It's only a matter of time before you talk to these people in the world before they say some dumb shit. It takes about 5 seconds before they say some dumb shit. And you already know they think some dumb shit before you even hear the dumb shit that they're thinking about. You already know they're probably all affirmative with this Mo shit. They're probably affirmative with all these. Jake too. They're probably on that BLM shit. That's a fucking scam. Congratulations, Jake. You got scammed. But hey, you made one fat black lesbian a very rich woman. So congratulations. Round of applause. Round of applause for the BLM supporters, right? Like that shit was ever for you. No, that was a fucking psyop, man. That was a government job, man. Just like everything, man. Everything. It was a government job, you dummies. All right? That's why. You ain't gonna ever see them calling what we're doing so good on news. You never say, "Oh, the Hebrew Israelites doing something so great. Support their movement." You'll never see that. You'll never see that. But you saw it all over with BLM. All right? Why? Because it was just fucking mind control for you, Jakes. You dummies. You idiots, man. You don't think. You don't think. All right? So, and this is the society of worlds in. That's why we don't care to make friends. We fuck friends, man. We don't need them. All right? Unless they're in the truth, all right, it's different in the truth. We'll more than happily talk with a brother or sister in the truth. No problem. You just don't run into that all the time, right? More than happy, right? The brothers have, and GMS, they have the other brothers in GMS, and the affiliates, they have the affiliates, and people they can talk to, and people on the comment board, you know, and not the comment boards are for conversation, right? But you can somehow, you know, take it out off of there somehow. That'd be, you know, beneficial, right? And, you know, even then you got to be careful, man. So if they're not in GMS, you know, you don't know, right? Not that I'm in GMS, but I'm just, you know, affiliate. But, you know, these people, if they don't have GMS on their name, you even got to be a little wary with them, you know, because you never know. You could have, you know, daughter of Zion, you know, or daughter of Yahweh Shai Shai come on and look like a very, you know, headstrong, you know, not headstrong, I don't want to use that, but a very, you know, faithful, you know, humble woman. And then, you know, the brothers talk about multiple wives or something, and then she just shows her ass all of a sudden, you know. It's lucky if there's actually a lady out there with that name. I'm not talking about them specifically, unless they've done something like that, then they can be. I know there was one lady, I can't remember her name, but I think it was daughters of something, and she ended up, you know, spurting her shit on the comment board every day. They thought she was decent in order, you know, sister, but, you know, till something was said, and then came right out, right? And that demon popped right up out like a fucking game of whack-a-mole, man. This is 2 Timothy 3:1 to 3:5, because, hey, man, we're in the end days, and that's why these people are the way they are, because these people are losing their minds, and you don't want to be around these people when they're losing their minds even further. Fuck around and get an axe or a hammer to the head. It says, verse 1, 2 Timothy 3:1 through 5, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh, having a form of godliness but denying the powers thereof. From such turn away. And this is Israel too, see? You know, it's just, Israel's the same way, man. So you got lovers of their own selves, proud, covetous, right? Covetous, I want all these things, I want all these, and that's one thing that I have to struggle with, man. That sometimes I have to, you know, certain things I just don't need, all right? And sometimes you got to just sit back and think, you know, do I need it right now? Do I want it? Why do I want it? All right? You know, like the latest thing's been this PlayStation 5 or an Xbox One that I've been wanting. Say I got a PC, I got the Steam Deck, so I'm just like, do I need it? Not really. Do I want it? Kinda. Mostly for one game, that new college football game that's coming out, because it ain't coming out on PC. And the Steam Deck's like, it's basically just a PC as well. If you don't know what it is, you brothers and sisters, it's a game device, but it's basically a PC. And I'm like, should I just get the system just for one game? What if I don't like the game? What if I don't want to play it? I don't know. So you got to think, man. You know, just let enough be enough. And that's something I've struggled with a lot. So I really got to, you know, buckle down and hold myself accountable. You know, thankfully, you know, Barak the Alba Shemiao Shai, I have a wife that, you know, has those things. They'll be like, do you need it? I'm like, you know what? Probably don't. And so that's another reason why we need women. As a matter of fact, speaking of a PlayStation 5 needing one, you know, the same thing happened with, Elder Manat Zatba, street teacher, right? With his PlayStation 5. I ain't going to tell his whole story, but he was thinking about getting one too. And he was like, yeah, I probably won't even use it. Right? So it's just like, it's one of those things you got to think. You don't want to be covetous. Not that if you get something and you don't really end up needing it, that's covetous. That's just a dumb financial decision, right? We've all made those before. But it's just, covetous is when, you know, you get a PlayStation 5 and it's not good enough. You got to go and get another game for it. You got to get another game for it. And then, you know, I want to get the Xbox too, because it's got this game on. I want to go get that too. And then, and I want to get that. I want to get the Switch. I need to get the Switch too. And I need to get this. And I need to get a computer upgrade. And I need to get a new keyboard. I need to get a new mouse. I need to get a new mic. I need to get a new computer. I need to get a new screen. I need to get a new webcam. Right? Those different types of things. And I've struggled with that before. And, you know, and I try to, like, for computer upgrades, I like to get a new mouse, because this one glitches sometimes, as you brothers have seen on camera sometimes, on video. Sometimes I'll have to bang it around to get it to start up. I'd like to get a new camera, but I don't really use my camera all that much as it is. The boom mic, I have issues with it. I got a new boom. From the old one was raggedy, and this one's doesn't have as many points of articulation as I'd like to get it to wherever. But, you know, you just gotta take those things and break those things up to, what do I need, what do I don't need, right? A little bit of a ramble on covetousness, but hey, through the spirit. Boasters, you know, I have all these different things. Look what I have. Look what I can do. Ha ha ha. Which is also being a lover of your own self and proud. All right, those boasters, proud, and lovers of their own selves really go hand in hand with each other, right? Blasphemers, doing blasphemy, right? Disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. These people are unthankful, not thankful for anything. Unholy, they're just wicked, doing wickedness. Without natural affection, that's speaking of homosexuality, right? Or, you know, getting with, you know, children, all right, because that's not natural either. Truce breakers and false accusers, you know, breaking laws and truces and things that you've promised. All right, and false accusers, that's a liar, being a liar, all right, and bearing false witness. All right, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. There's the big one, despisers of those that are good. Oh, who do they think they are? They're so good. They're so good. Oh, yeah, what, you hate them because they're, that's dumb, man. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh, and that's a big one. All right, they love pleasures more than they love the Most High, right? And we all like pleasures, but we don't like pleasures more than the Most High, right? You got to realize, that's why, you know, that's why I try to make it imperative that I do my lessons first and foremost before I even do anything. I will not play a game, all right, unless I have done my lessons, because it just makes me feel dirty, man. It makes me feel dirty. I can't play a video game in all good conscience if I haven't done my lessons or watched my lessons for the day. I can't. I feel like it's putting it over the Most High, and the Most High is more important. I got to get my lessons out before, right? So when I wake up, you know, I wake up, you know, I do a little short prayer, right? And then I do I look on like Reddit for news, or like Google for news, and then I do a further longer prayer, right? And then I come out here and I do, you know, watch my lessons and make my lessons, right? That's what I do. And then from there, right, I can go and play video games, go out and get food, whatever I need to do, right? And that's just how it works for me. I'm not saying you're wicked if you don't do it like that. That's just how it works for me. Every brother and sister has a different method how they do it. All right, my wife doesn't do it exactly like that. Of course, she's not making lessons either, but she doesn't do it exactly like that. But everything's a little bit different, right? So I'm not going to say you're wicked if you do it a little different. Sometimes you have to go to work. For example, on my Saturday, I don't have a chance. I try to do all my stuff before work even, so I have the whole day. I could do whatever without feeling guilty. But on my Saturdays, I have to work up. No, my Saturdays I have to wake up so early I don't get a chance. So I have to do it on my lunch break and then finish, you know, some lessons as I'm working or when I get home. But, you know, hey, you know, just putting priority on the Lord, right? And these people don't do that. So verse 5, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. And a lot of these people, you know, they deny the Lord, man. And this is it's just the way, it's just the place that we're in, you know, and the world is completely upside down. Everything is upside down, man. Everything is upside down. These people bite into a brownie and say, oh, this is bitter. And they'll bite into a lemon and say, how sweet. Right? That's basically, you know, that's a physical representation of basically what's going down. You know, and you look at them, you're like, what the fuck? A lemon is not sweet unless you put some sugar on it. What the fuck are you talking about? Matthew 24:12. All right, and if you know again about Matthew 24, we're always bringing up Matthew 24. Love Matthew 24. It's future prophecies and the things that'll happen before Yahushua comes back. Right? In Matthew 24:12, it's Yahushua speaking in red letter. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's what we're seeing. Iniquity is abounding. We're seeing a lot of wickedness. Wickedness in songs, wickedness in music, wickedness in movies, wickedness when we're out and about and seeing different things. All right, in videos, all these different things, man. And hey, call all Yahweh Shemi Shai that we have Yahweh Shemi Shai to protect us, because it's a dangerous ass world, man. Especially if you live in a big city, man. So Matthew 24:12, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many wax cold. These people do not care if you make it home safely that day. They will shoot you over some mustard. They will shoot you over some ketchup. They will shoot you because you turned wrong. They will shoot you because you didn't use your blinker. They'll shoot you because you coughed in their direction. They'll shoot you because you asked them a question. They'll shoot you because they'll just shoot you to shoot you. They'll say, man, I've been wanting to kill lately. Right? Dumb. Matthew 24:37 through 39, then we're going to close out. Verse 37, and it's the same situation, man. And it's going to come, and then the Lord's going to come, and because these people are going to be destroyed. All right? The Lord's coming back, pissed off, man. Well, we got one more. All right, this is how the Lord's going to come back, because it's a scripture, you know, you men of Galilee, why ye stand gazing up into the clouds, or gazing into the heavens, roughly paraphrasing, right? And it says, this same Yahweh Shai will return in like manner as he departed, roughly paraphrasing, right? So I'm actually going to get it. Right? Verse 19, so you see previously in verse 8, it was Yahushua speaking. In verse 19, in verse 1 in Acts 1 and 9, it says, and when he had spoken these things, showing you in verse 8, he was speaking those things, Yahushua, it says, why they beheld, he was taken up. And a cloud, a chariot, as they would call a UFO, received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? this same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So he went up in a cloud, he's coming down in a cloud, right? He went up in a chariot, he's coming down in a chariot. Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Okay? Verse 16, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Ooh, I thought he was coming back with handshakes and hugs. Wrong, right? So Matthew 24:37, all right, through 39, verse 37, but as the days of Noah were, or Noe, because his name was changed Noah, but it was Noe, but as the days of Noe were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. All right, so shall the coming of Yahweh Shai be. Right? Verse 38, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered in the ark. And they thought he was a madman. Oh, wait, no, what you doing, Noah? You enter in, oh, what, it's going to rain? Oh, we're going to have a flood. Psh, yeah, man, we never once had no flood. Oh, what is it? A little bit of water? Wait, Noah, open up this door right now, Noah. No. It was too late. Verse 39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And the world's upside down. People are all loving abortion, homosexuality, feminism, drug use, this wickedness, that wickedness, doing this, that, and this weirdo shit, twerking and being on OnlyFans. And they're loving it up, eating, drinking, being married. Hee, ha, ha, oh, everything's so great. And then boom, the Lord's gonna show up and just rock shit, man. These people, oh no, you know. And they, hey, man, they can't be corrected. They can't, because again, they say what we're doing is wicked. These guys are liars. They're wicked, man. They're wicked, man. They're wicked. Smoking weed's good, man. It's good, man. You know, girls they should be proud and be feminists of themselves, man. It's good, man. Well, fuck you guys, man. Fucking hippie ass bastards. All right, the world's upside down. You are too, man. The Lord's gonna come back and fix this. He's gonna take the world and go and put it right back into its place. And then that action of him flipping it upside down, or right side up, it's already upside down. He's going to flip it right side up. A lot of y'all are going to die, okay? And we're just hoping to be part of the elect. Lord willing, we are. I myself as well as, my wife, you brothers and sisters, and your wives. We make it out of here safely on those chariots, and we get to watch their destruction too. Because, hey, man, the warning went out, but you didn't listen to it. This world's upside down. The Lord's going to come back and flip it right side up. That's what we're waiting for, man. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught me the truth to rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, Shalom.